Hey, this a rolling, not a stop. Watch shit don't never stop. This the flow that got the block hot. Shit got super hot. Hey, give me my respect.
So today at Nonstop Hip Hop, even though we're reacting to a Royce the 5'9" video, we just wanted to take a few minutes out and just pay our respects and honor the late great Kobe Bryant. This has really affected not just the sports world, but just the world in general. I feel like the last couple of weeks have been rough. And I just want to send my condolences to the whole Bryant family and any other family that was affected with this tragic accident. It's hard for me to even talk about it. You know, that was somebody I looked up to coming up. I was too young to watch like Michael Jordan. Obviously, Michael Jordan's one of the greatest, but like I was too young to really see him play. Kobe was somebody that I always saw play from a young age, and it's just like it just shows you in the blink of an eye how quick something can happen.
How fragile life is, man. He puts it into perspective.
I just feel like the whole world is still mourning, and I feel like especially out there in Los Angeles, but the whole world was just kind of like moving slow that Sunday it happened.
Now today, after that sad note, we're getting on to a new video by Royce the 5'9" and Benny the Butcher, also featuring Ashley Sorrell. I've never heard of her.
I think she's a Detroit artist. I don't know if she's on a new album recently. I don't know if she was on the Eminem album.
The Eminem album?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've seen her name. But she's a Detroit artist. You know, Royce always
shows the Detroit love, man.
And I'm really glad he's got Benny, because the last one he put out, Overcomer with West Side Gun, I was like, man, I really want to see him do one with like Conway or Benny. So I like that he's got Benny. Now I just want to see him do one with Conway.
Which it should be coming soon, you know what I mean? I like the fact that he's collabing with the whole Griselda team, or, you know, most of the Griselda team. So that's cool. Right.
Featuring Benny Butcher, Ashley Sorrell. I like her voice.
And the classic melody.
Why the gay niggas trying to fuck the straight niggas just trying to fuck the gay bitches that look just like the straight niggas? Why the straight niggas that the gay bitches trying to look just like the gay niggas? I must look just like the grave niggas. You think people's chance?
That was already right off the bat some you know,
you
gotta hear 3 times.
I gotta read that. Royce has been like killing it with the bars lately.
He really has, man. Ever since that song Black Savage, like he just kind of, I feel like, and even before that, but that was really the song that I heard that verse and I was like, man, he is kind of stepping his game up.
Yeah, we gotta react to that I Will song. Cause I would
definitely, man.
Oh my God,
just the fact that it's Slaughterhouse, we should have already done it.
Cause people playing casino, but I don't think that you should keep playing with me though. Cause every time I squeeze it down threefold, that's the Reaper playing bingo. That's a kilogram wrapped up on a Peter Pan Prevost. Whoever think I'm here to make some corny ass radio Viacom jangle, got my old diatribe tangle. Sitting high up on them tires on my high horse, I'm Django. Likened by white powder John Stamos. Probably the only artist who could father time, John Amos. Rapper God erupting out of a Comic-Con Kano. Commit lyrical homicide, while beside Primo. To the downers, I'm Drano. To the genre, I'm Thanos. Any spitting thing he said.
That was dope. But dude, he always does these verses you gotta listen to like a few times to
every
get
verse he
to the genre. I'm Thanos. That's dope.
Better than that, I have the antidote. Take it back to when there was apes in the pen. Kidnap you over that little rap you wrote. Leave your family taken aback by the handsome quote that I left on that ransom note. I ain't one of these dudes who be computer screen beefing. Gorilla nigga killing us with a TL. Verbal abusing females. Bill Maher used the term nigga so loosely, cause truthfully he know that he be using it on a DL. Louis C.K. know he can use it in front of Pookie, but know damn well that he wouldn't use it in front of DL. White kids graduate to relationships, a ton of perks. Black kids just aggravated and had to take a ton of perks. You come to church the 1st and 21st, and when it come to dirt, Gucci ain't the only ones putting black faces on front of shirts. Black women wanna be built like cartoon characters, Eric Cartman. That bears a striking resemblance to Sarah Bartman. Now Google that when you get a chance. You're gonna find out America's heartless. Remember, the effort has to go into the art, not the wave. Everybody talk about they own their masters, but if the music don't age well, it don't matter. It's like you own 100% of nothing. Know your value. The butcher coming, nigga.
That's awesome. Just to see them on a track like that's awesome. But
that whole verse was just substance,
dude. That's what I mean. Like, especially lately, you know, like the past couple of years, he's just been doing nothing but like substance and real.
He's
like
just woke, more woke.
He's much more woke.
Years ago, it was like him like being like a lot
cocky.
more jokey. I wouldn't say, I mean, obviously cocky, but like I just feel like he was more like joking around on that kind of like Eminem thing, just like making a lot of like, you know, even though he was still rapping and stuff, it was just like, you know, like he would do all kinds of crazy stuff. Like what's that one?
Like
song
on Bad Meets Evil, you talking about?
Yeah, like that kind of stuff. But even after like the 187 song, stuff like that, he would just make like little funny, like, and they're funny and stuff. But I just feel like he's been on like a whole new.
It really does seem like he like became enlightened or something. You know what I mean? Like he really went through like a phase where he was like, you know, I'm gonna start making music that has a message.
All them times you gave me your best, got you complicating your stress. Cash rules your last move, got them contemplating your next. I'm the one behind the wheel when them conversations go left. I need violence, but she wireless, I'm okay with a tech. What's the difference from a nigga who lived it and storytellers? Of course we fell it, soda brick whited and Tory spelling. When we kill us, nobody on my block was pouring in us. I put a fork in a pot and got a euphoric feeling. Young heathens clap tools over BBN's jewels. White kids put heaters at school when the CBS News became a legend for the skeptics who ain't believe me that dude. And for mornings, I never ate unless they feed me at school. Serving out pots, had me turning out blocks. It's Griselda, nigga. You know we the firm without Fox. Everything about timing, and I was stirring on my clock. Cause niggas out now grinding, trying to earn what I got. Stick to the script, my advantage was hustle. So I'm staying off the muscle. I'm here in careers like a cancer a couple. The shooters crossed the Atlantic to touch you. Rubber bands in a duffel with both hands full. I ain't panic, I juggle. I'm very confident. Y'all barely popping it. Y'all niggas treat a project chick like Kerry Washington. Chill, backstabbing in hell. I took any consequence. The yard big enough in the crib to bury hostages. Enough.
And it just stops like that. Damn. To be continued.
Maybe Conway.
To be continued.
Maybe
with a music
Conway's
video.
got the next verse or something.
That would be awesome. Dude, she came up and robbed his ass with the collection plate. That was a lot.
He said
of,
we'd affirm without Foxy.
That was great verses on both their parts. You know, you always know what to expect with Benny and anyone from Griselda because it's always the drugs and that thug life type stuff.
I think Benny's got like the most punchlines out of
definitely
like the group.
He's
got the more metaphors, and so like Conway's just like that gritty, just like, you know what I'm saying. Even though he's got metaphors and punchlines, but like I think Benny's just like, you know, he writes a more vivid. I honestly wouldn't say he writes a more vivid picture. I'd just say he's better with punchlines. You know,
I could agree with that.
Because Conway can write a picture too, and he can make you feel like you're there.
I just think his punchlines hit a little better, or they have a little bit more thought into them.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I mean? But I respect Conway 100%. I've been listening to a lot of him recently, and I think he's, you know, like you said, just more raw.
Yeah. I like it though. I like this tip that Royce is on.
Mm-hmm.
I like this. I like it.
And as far as like the song in general, like the beat and everything, beat's dope. I don't know what that samples from, but well, I know that, but the actual the upside down ups, you know what I mean? The vocals in there, I don't know if that's actually from a song. But the chorus, you know, so many people have used that melody. Dun, 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 dun. You know, Drake used it in that song Juice.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard it in a couple others. I can't think off the top of my head, but
like he dissed Yellow Wolf in the last song with West Side Gun
in the Overcomer,
which I was surprised about. Which kind of, you know, came out of nowhere, but supposedly he's like a little closet racist or something this whole time.
That's the rumor. That's the rumor. Yeah. Apparently, when Yellow Wolf's behind closed doors, he does some pretty suspect stuff. So
his DJ supposedly kept saying the N-word around, like Royce had sent one of his Detroit artists out there to work with like Yellow Wolf Alabama, wherever he stays, and his DJ kept saying the N-word with like the hard ER on it, and like it obviously got back to Royce eventually, and supposedly Yellow Wolf, like the Royce's artist, had told him like, yo, your man's got to stop using that word and shit. And Yellow Wolf was just like, nah, you got to deal with it. Like that's how it is out here.
Which is just so stupid, like, you know what I mean? Like, and
but you want to be a part of the culture, and
you want to be a rapper, but you're gonna be, oh, that's just how we do down here. Like, come on.
Hey, this a rolling, not a stop. Watch shit don't never stop. This the flow that got the block hot. Shit got super hot.